Hello all, welcome to Integration Cloud Service training. This is a total course on Integration Cloud Service, which will start with the understanding of what are the features of ICS, where it is used, what are the competitors, and how we can design the integration from scratch. So this is the outline of this total course. First thing is we'll try to understand what is this ICS and who are the competitors to ICS, technical architecture of ICS, the features, like what features it provides so that we can compare with other technical competitors who are there in the market and understand what ICS provides. What are the design pattern it provides? Nothing but when you're trying to design integration, like which pattern you have to use it. Nothing but like you have a basic connection, basic routing connection, you have adapter connection, you have a subscribe connection. There are a lot number of different design patterns which are available. We have to use based on the appropriate requirement. The next thing is the error handling as well as fault handling in the mechanism in ICS. And what is the process of deployment or migration from one instance to another? How do you generate or how do you export it? How do you import a particular artifact or integration from one instance to another instance? Coming to the other one important concept of agents, like when you want to integrate your ICS with any of the on-premise application, like how you can configure your agents appropriately. The security mechanism, if you want to integrate with any of the secured based ERP application, what kind of certificates you have to upload and where you have to configure those particular security things. And scheduling, like if you want to consider like a polling of a file from one of the FTP connection or triggering of a appropriate what do you call like a triggering of a integration service based on appropriate schedule, then how do you schedule it? And the other important thing is like to learn this course, what are the prerequisites? Is it only for Oracle developers? It is for any non-Oracle developers, or is it only for technical consultant, or it is only for non-technical consultant? We'll try to understand what are the prerequisites for this course and the list of available resources across the internet which are very much important for the developers or whoever has interest in learning this particular course we'll discuss. So as this first session on this ICS course, we'll try to cover up only few topics today. So in this particular session, we'll discuss about overview of ICS, ICS competitors in the market, technical architecture, as well as ICS features. So let's get into the slide of overview of ICS. So what exactly is ICS from Oracle? So Oracle ICS integration cloud service from Oracle, which is a PaaS platform, nothing but platform as a service, and it is again subdivided into another nomenclature called iPaaS, integration platform as a service. So first of all, we have to understand what is this PaaS. And in the when you say cloud terminology, there are three things in the cloud terminology across any of the vendor. Like it can be Google, it can be Amazon, it can be Microsoft, it can be Oracle, or any of the vendors you consider. They have a different set of applications which they provide in appropriate platforms. So the major things are software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service. So when you consider software as a service, it's like providing a software application on a subscription based. One of some of the very famous examples is like a Gmail, which provides a subscription based model, or you can consider the Zoom, which provides a subscription based model, or even you consider cloud ERP, Oracle Cloud ERP, which is a subscription based model, or even Salesforce CRM, it's a subscription based model, which is part of a SaaS application. And coming to the next one, platform as a service. So in the platform as a service, what they do is like the vendors provide an appropriate a software for which developers can design some set of application based on it. One example, as I can say, is Java Cloud Service. Using Java Cloud Service, developer can design ADF pages using the Java Cloud Service. So first and foremost important thing is when you want to design any ADF pages, you require an application server. So an application server has to be available on your hardware, and then only you can deploy your ADF pages on the application server. Now coming to the JCS solution, what Oracle provides is it provides a WebLogic server, and it also provides an hardware for you. You just need to subscribe to it. Simply, you can just design your pages in your local system and deploy on the JCS one. Other example I can give you on the PaaS platform as database cloud service. Let us say if you want to install any database application in your local system or a server, first of all, you have to procure the license of your software, and you require an hardware, and then you have to install software on the hardware. Then only you can work on the database, right? So now if you want to use a PaaS platform, nothing but the database cloud service platform or from Oracle, you don't require any of the hardware or software. You just need to subscribe it. And Oracle provides a database connection with your appropriate schema and privileges based on your requirement. and then you can simply use it. That's a part, that's nothing but a database cloud service. So in the same thing in the PaaS area, other thing what we have is SOA cloud service. We also have integration cloud service. SOA cloud service and ICS cloud service or integration cloud service, both are similar, but every like both have a different set of features. First thing is SOA has larger number of features comparing to ICS, but ICS has less number of features, but it is exploding a lot. I mean, to say Oracle has been adding up lot number of features in the ICS because SOA does not have any editor on the browser-based editor. SOA does not have any browser-based editor. You have, if you want to work on Oracle SOA, you require Oracle JDeveloper using which you can design the integrations. But coming to the ICS, it's a very simple integration tool. Anyone can learn it. Even so, the major concentration of ICS is like from Oracle as it is for citizen integrators. I mean to say any of the business users or any of the integration developer or any consultant who just have very basic knowledge of the software can design the integration. That's what Oracle want to design it. So simple integrations can be a design can be achieved design can be designed in a very easier manner. Of course, complex integration requires some set of expertise, but the 50% of the sample 50% of the integrations can be designed by the developers or the business consultant without having any integration knowledge. Okay, so that's the main idea of designing. That's the main idea of Oracle coming up with ICS, because Oracle SOA requires some set of programmatical understanding, which is complex to learn comparing to Oracle ICS. Even Oracle SOA is also having a PaaS platform flavor that's called Oracle SOA CS. Okay. Now coming to the integration platform, as I was telling you, this provides a large number of features, which is majorly for the purpose of integrating between different set of applications. It can be Oracle to SAP, it can be Oracle to Workday, or it can be Workday to SAP, or it can be Salesforce too right now, or you can integrate your database. You can invoke your FTP file. You can invoke your database on-premise one. So the basic thing is it provides integration between SaaS to SaaS as well as SaaS to on-premise, and also just on-premise also. Okay. So the first release of Oracle ICS was in June 2016, and the current release is in the February 2020. So it's almost 4 years in the market. ICS is in the right kind of appropriate place where it is being used by larger number of like companies. Okay. So here, if you observe, in which place Oracle ICS integration comes into picture, as I said, you let this integration can be used between on-premise application as well as cloud application. Here, if you observe, it is it has a larger number of adapter base, which provides very easier integration. Let us say if you want to connect any of your SAP ERP with Oracle Cloud or maybe with database, then you require to understand larger number of functionality to invoke any of your SAP API. But now Oracle, in the ICS, Oracle provides an adapter using which you can simply invoke in a very easier manner. So adapter is one of the very important concept of any of the integration platforms. What they do is they will just inherit all, I mean to say, they will encapsulate all the complex functionalities. Developer doesn't need to work on the complex understanding of integration. I mean, they doesn't need to design anything to integrate. They just need to consider the usage of appropriate function to integrate it. So one example I can tell you, it's like, let us say if you consider a calculator, so you can just simply use a button to find out the square root. But really in the real time, if at all, if you want to design a function of square root, it takes at least 15 lines of code. Okay. But if you just use a calculator, nothing but a ready-made function which is available, you can just simply use it and achieve the result designed functionality. So that's what adapter is all about. So adapters have a very complex logic which is required for you to integrate. You just need to use that particular adapter functionality and provide the appropriate parameters, and you can just integrate with any of the available connections. So there are a lot number of adapters which are available, and it has been evolving day by day. So why ICS? Like, what are the features and what is the advantage of this one? It's simple browser-based console. It provides a large number of functionalities. It is having a three set of what you say tools, like a design portal, monitoring portal, administration portal, where you can use appropriate functionalities like to design the integration, to monitor the integration, to provide appropriate configuration within different set of services which Oracle is providing. Okay, so as this is a part of ICE is a part of iPaaS platform, you doesn't need to install anything on premise. It doesn't need to have any hardware on your system. You just need your subscription module. You don't require any DBA or any other technical consultant to monitor this one, and you don't require any other extra VM access, and you don't require any tool to install it. Just a browser-based URL-based application. Okay. and it's simply drag and drop. There is no programming language involved. If at all, if you want to still use it, JavaScript is provided for the purpose of achieving some set of very basic set of functionalities. Apart from JavaScript, there is no other programming language involved in the integration cloud service. Okay. And coming to the very important part, the competitors of Oracle ICS in the market. If you observe, Informatica is a topmost leader in the iPaaS platform. And this slide is of last year, 2019. After Informatica, Dell Boomi is the other one. And of course, there are other vendors also there. Now, Oracle is literally, so the major competitors for Oracle are MuleSoft, Dell Boomi, and Informatica. Of course, Jitterbit, SnapLogic are there, but their tools are not that much good comparing to MuleSoft and Dell Boomi, because MuleSoft is part of Salesforce right now, and Dell Boomi is one of the very leading vendor in this particular iPaaS platform. It has been there market from larger number of years, because ICS just was introduced 4 years back, right? But if you consider the Dell Boomi and other MuleSoft, they have been there in the market over a decade. So obviously the position of Oracle is not that much good comparing to MuleSoft or Dell Boomi. But if you just consider a couple of years more, obviously Oracle will reach the topmost place in coming years. Now the technical architecture, it's more similar slide which we have been discussing. So using ICS, you can just integrate your any of the SAP on-premise as well as this one. So first thing is, as this is a platform, a service platform. So Oracle is using Oracle Exadata infrastructure services. This particular virtual machine, this particular what you say, the runtime environment is available on this Oracle hardware, as well as software of Oracle is available on that particular one. We just need to subscribe it. So I'm not getting into much technical deeper understanding of this one, because it takes much time to understand that, like how it is built, what are the tools used, and of course Oracle does not disclose all those information. It's very tough to get all those information. But on a higher level note, so this particular technical architecture of Oracle Integration Cloud Service is majorly based on the Oracle SOA understanding of Oracle, and it is based on Oracle Infrastructure Cloud Service on which the hardware it is used. Okay. Yeah, so the other features of ICS, it provides messaging protocol services, and the major protocol it provides are SOAP and REST. The data formats which it generally considers are XML, CSV, and JSON, and it is having a connectivity between a larger number of all Oracle ERP application, as well as other major SaaS vendors in the market. And it provides a different set of configurations, and provides a transformation logic. It provides a mapping logic. It provides appropriate designated like a dedicated monitoring dashboard, where you can understand like how many files, how many messages it has been happening in your particular ICS. And the security one, appropriate security configuration which is required if you want to use any of the security secure based ERP application which requires a certificates to be installed in your ICS environment. The other important part for the developer to design the integration is a design portal. Rather than discussing the slide, I just want to show you how it looks like. Yeah, so 1 minute. So yeah, so this is a design portal of Oracle Integration Service. So here, if you observe, like I'll just navigate here. So in the integration, we have three things. One is design portal, designer portal, monitoring portal. Other one is administration or settings portal, where you design, where you need to mention appropriate settings for the purpose of certification and integration between API platform, other things. Okay. Now, the coming to the designer portal, this is a place where, as a developer, you design your integration. The first navigation in the designer is the integrations, where you design your integrations from the scratch, or you can use existing integration. So this integration page, it provides all the functionalities for your integration, starting from the creation. And you can create integration, you can import integration, you can deactivate integration, you can activate integration, you can delete integration, you can export integration, you can schedule an integration. Large number of functionalities are provided here. If you observe this particular hamburger icon, you can just see all these things. You can also clone it, and you can also delete it, you can also trace it, you can also create version of this one. Let us say you design this integration. Now you don't want to disturb this integration, you want to add up some more functionality before modifying the existing one. What you can do is you can simply clone it, and you can just work on the latest version. The latest version works fine, you can simply replace the other one. And next one is connections. So this particular connections plays a very important role, because for any integration you require a connection, because when you're designing integration, you require a source environment, you require a target environment. So this connection provides that particular platform here. So if you observe, when you click on create connection, this connection gets created on the list of adapters which are there in this one. Okay, so here if you observe, the list of adapters which are supported in ICS are these. Like, let me just click on cancel here. You can just click on adapters. So these are the larger number of adapters which are provided in the ICS platform. Here you can see DB2, Concur, Oracle, SAP, large number of things will be there in this one. Okay, there are, as of now, it is providing only 65 in this one, because it's a demo version. In the real version, it will be more than this. Coming to the agent, like this will come into picture when you want to connect your ICS with the on-premise applications. Coming to the packages, so this package is kind of like maybe you're already from, if you're from other background, like a technical background, like in the PLC we have a packages, in Java we have a packages concept, even Python also have a package concept. So it's like packaging set of integration. Now let us say you're working in one of the integration integration project, and you have a integrations of different platforms, like different applications. One is finance, supply chain, and HRMS. What you can do is you can create package for HRMS separately, you can create package for supply chain, you can create package for finance separately, so that you can the maintenance becomes very easy for you. You can just deploy. Now let us, if you want to, what you can do is you can just simply export the package, you can delete the packages like that independently. So that's what is all about package. And lookups is for the purpose of like providing a cross reference, right? When you are dealing with integration between different set of application, you require where you require some kind of transformation. So instead of hard coding in your integration, what you can do is you can just have an appropriate lookup, and so that your integration does not require any changes when there is a change in the value, or when you require any transformation. Okay, so the major important portal for the developers to start with integration is a designer portal. Okay, so let me, yep, get back. Of course, these are the some set of functionalities, the benefits which it provides. Like once we start with the development, we can easily understand what are these all about. Okay, yeah. So other important part of ICS design portal is you don't require any kind of coding. It's simply a drag and drop. It's just a simply configuration based tool where you can design integration very easier manner. Okay, and other stuff like as a developer, when you want to design integration, how do you start your program? Now let us say if you want to design any PLC program, the first thing you require is like you need to create a package, or you need to create a procedure or a function, and then write your business logic inside the begin block. Similarly, or maybe if you're writing any of Java program or C language program, the first thing is you'll import a packages, then you write your main function. Inside that you'll be writing your program. Now coming to the ICS integration or integration cloud service, how do you start creating an integration, right? So here, if you observe, there are 5 important steps or important things, important blocks, which we use it to design for the design and integration. The first and foremost important thing you require is, in every integration requires a connection. You have to create a connection. Connections are generally based on adapters. It is based on adapters, not generally. It is totally based on adapters only. You can just let us understand. Let us create a connection using a REST adapter. And once you create a connection, the next thing what you can do is you need to design your integration. So this integration is the main program which you are designing using ICS. So inside the integration, you may use map data, or you may once you have an appropriate mapping. The next thing what you can do is, once your integration is done, you need to activate your integration. And once you activate your integration, you need to run it. Once you run the integration, you can use the monitoring stuff to monitor whether your program is running properly or if it is giving any errors. So these are 5 main blocks in the ICS integration. I can show you one sample just so that we can get some clarity on this particular area. Now I'll just show you this Hello World simple Hello World program. So when you subscribe to Oracle Integration Cloud Service, by default, Oracle provides a couple of samples for developers to just jumpstart, rather than like designing any of the program by them before they really are aware of that. Okay, I'll just click on this Hello World sample. So this Hello World sample, it is based on a REST integration, because this is a source connection, and this REST connection takes some set of parameters like a username, email, and once user provides appropriate parameters, based on that, it is having a conditional logic. Like if it is email is provided, go here. If email is not provided, go here, and then finally stop. So this is one of the sample integration. And here, if you observe, this is using a REST connection. How am I telling that one is, if you observe, just mouse over on this one, it tells you the name of this connection is trigger sample REST endpoint interface. So these connections are available here. If you observe, click on here, this should be available here, sample REST endpoint interface. Okay, and how can I confirm whether this particular connection is used by that integration? You can just simply click on this number 8, because these particular connection is used by these number of integrations here it provided, right? Hello world 1.2. Okay, so one is active and other are all inactive. So this is how we can just try to understand the total life cycle of this particular one. Okay, and coming to the components, like generally, like as I told you, an integration cloud service will have integration components, adapters, connections, lookup, packages, agents. Okay, so these are all things are part of ICS for any developer to learn these particular things. And the important things are designer portal as well as a monitoring console. Okay, so this is all about an overview of ICS. Okay, in the next coming session we'll try to get deep dive into the ICS development. Okay, thank you.